Welcome to Top 5 Most Amazing. In this video, we're going to talk about some of the most controversial scientific experiments that were considered unethical by many experts and facing backlash and criticism from the public. Number 1, the Tuskegee syphilis experiment. The Tuskegee syphilis experiment is one of the most infamous and horrific medical experiments of all times. The experiment was conducted by the United States Public Health Service in partnership with the Tuskegee Institute in Alabama. The objective of the study was to observe the progression of untreated syphilis in African American men even after a cure for the disease had been discovered. The experiment began in 1932 and continued for 40 years, even after the discovery of penicillin in 1947. The men involved in the study were never informed of the real purpose of the study and were denied treatment, resulting in severe health complications and even death. Number 2. Stanford Prison Experiment. The Stanford Prison Experiment was conducted in 1971 by psychologist Philip Zimbardo at Stanford University. The objective of the study was to examine the psychological effects of power and authority on individuals in roles of prison guards and prisoners. The study was controversial due to the inhumane treatment of the participants and the unethical research methodology. The guards subjected the prisoners to cruel and degrading treatment, leading to emotional distress and long-lasting psychological trauma. Number 3. The Monster Study. The Monster Study took place in 1939 and was conducted by Wendell Johnson, a speech pathologist at the University of Iowa. The study involved the experimentation on 22 orphan children to determine what factors contributed to the development of stuttering. The children were divided into two groups, one of which was subjected to negative speech therapy, including criticism and harsh feedback, which resulted in many of them developing stuttering, speech issues, and psychological trauma. Number 4. Project MKUltra. Project MKUltra was a program of experiments conducted by the Central Intelligence Agency in the 1950s and 1960s. The goal of the program was to develop mind control techniques using drugs, hypnosis, and other methods. The program was highly unethical, often using unwitting participants who were subjected to torture, mind-altering drugs, and other physical and psychological abuse. Number 5. The Milgram Obedience Experiment. The Milgram Obedience Experiment was conducted in 1961 at Yale University. The study aimed to investigate the extent to which participants would follow instructions to inflict pain on others even when they believed it was wrong. Participants were asked to administer electric shocks to a person every time they answered a question incorrectly, even if the shocks were potentially lethal. Many participants went ahead with the shocks, even when the person on the other end of the line pleaded for them to stop. In conclusion, scientific experiments are conducted to generate new knowledge and help humans improve their health and well-being. Hopefully, as we grow as a human race, we learn from these horrific mistakes and create more ethical ways to help rather than harm.